gonna try to create our own gold leaf work. So first, gold leaf is a process. It takes a while. The first step that we need to do, we need to cover the space with a red base coat. It's it's a very rich red color. And we're bringing back the painting that we worked earlier with the egg tempera. So the first step for gold leaf, we're gonna pretty much put a very thin coat and cover the space. Okay. Be careful here with the red that we don't get all mixed up. We need to know where the edges are gonna be. Okay, so we'll keep working fairly fast. This is again a base coat, just in case there's little space between the gold leaf. You get to see this really rich red. If you look at a lot of the older paintings, 1700s, how they would work it, they would put a Venetian red, which is a very similar red to this, underpainting. They would paint the whole canvas red, and they would then paint all the colors on top. And if you go to the museum and you look at these old paintings, you can see some of the Venetian red coming through. Okay, so we'll do this fairly fast. Again, we're just doing a little underpainting to get the gold leaf going. Boom. Okay. We'll do this here. Boom. I'm really liking this painting right now. Once we put the gold leaf, it's gonna look outstanding. Boom. A little bit more. And this can be washed. You can wash your brush with soapy water afterwards. Boom. Okay, almost done here with the first step. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's nice. And because I'm a perfectionist, gonna paint a little bit of the sides too. We'll do this fairly quickly. Boom. Okay, don't like to see the white of the side of the canvas. Now we'll put this in water, and we're gonna wait about 45 minutes to an hour for this first coat to dry. So wash your brush and we'll just wait. Okay, now that we have waited an hour for the red base coat to dry, we're gonna put a thin coat of the adhesive. It's a gold leaf adhesive. It looks very milky, but what's going to happen, you put a very thin coat, okay, and we're going to wait about another hour in between the coat to dry, and that's when we're going to put the gold leaf. Okay, so it's very thin. You don't want to put too much, because then you're going to start getting bubbles once you put the gold leaf. Now that we wait about half an hour to an hour, and depending on the weather outside, if it's really dry and hot, might be a little quicker. If it's cold, might take a little longer. So once in a while, what you want to do within the half an hour to an hour, come in and touch it. And once you don't see the adhesive anymore, when it's not milky anymore, or it's kind of tacky to the touch, that's when you're going to start putting the gold leaf. And this is the most frustrating and fun aspect of gold leaf. If you notice, the gold leaf is very thin. It tends to crumble. So what I usually do, in the little booklet, I try to take out a plain sheet. Make sure your hands are clean. After you touch the adhesive, if your hands are dirty or sticky, you're going to see it's going to stick everywhere. So there's a time where you have to be very relaxed to do this. So we'll go here. Okay. If you notice, this is very fragile. And what I want to do, I kind of want to avoid touching them with my hands as much as I can. Okay, so pretty much I'll just do this, kind of make sure you know where you're gonna put it and let it fall. Boom. Okay. Touchdown. We got one going, so good. Okay. We'll do another one. Okay. There you go. Okay. Okay. And pretty much we're going to try to cover as much space as we can. Okay. Boom. And here's a perfect example how fragile it is. Okay. Boom. Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. If you have a little accident like that, don't worry. Just keep going. What I usually do, the little scraps, that I keep them on the side, and then I try to fill out the holes that are showing. So we'll keep going. Okay. Boom. That was a good one. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go around the whole background. Okay. Boom. Okay. Not so good. We'll come back to that one. Okay. That's a better one. Okay. Okay. Again. Okay. You can cheat a little bit, and you can use your fingers. Okay. Boom. Okay. Boom. Okay. These little pieces that are kind of out, there's no adhesive here, so what I'll do, I'll try to take the excess and kind of like try to put them to cover the little holes so far that I've left. Okay. Okay. Looking good so far. Okay, make sure your hands are clean. You have a steady pulse. Okay, voila. There you go. See what happens? You start taking shortcuts. What I'll do, it's a little hole here, so I'll kind of like lay it here and cover that space right there. Okay. Boom. Okay, I want to kind of start covering some of the bigger spaces. Making a little mess here, but it's okay. Bring this one here. Okay. Okay. And this is what you want to avoid, touching the adhesive, which I just did. Thing is going to stick to you, so just make sure you clean up, you go back to basics. Gonna take another sheet of paper, and we'll keep going. Okay. Do that one here. Okay. It's a very tedious process to do gold leaf. Okay. Boom. Okay. Lap. We'll save it here a little bit. Okay. Boom. this one that broke, we'll fill out a little space here. Okay, and we'll put this one here. Okay, again, just trying to cover as much space as I can. What I like to do, I just take one of these little sheets, again, very soft, and kind of like to flatten everything out. And you'll see that some of the gold leaf is going to start flaking off. That's okay. That's why you want to make sure that your adhesive is nowhere where you don't want it to be. Okay, boom. Okay, make sure everything. And then you can take this little gilder's tip or even a fan brush, and what you do next, pretty much you take out the excess. Okay, boom. It gets a little messy, so again, I would not do this the day you clean the house. Boom. Okay. Way better this. Okay, we can cover a little bit of these spaces with the extra ones. Okay, boom, and we'll clean it up a little bit. Okay, if by any chance you scrape a little bit off, you take a little bit more of the scrapes and try to cover everything up. Boom. Okay. 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 A little bit here. Okay. Okay. Okay, it gets a little messy, but basically, this is how you do the gold leaf. What we're going to do next, we're going to wait a few minutes, and we're going to put a little varnish on top to seal the gold leaf. Okay, now that we have put the gold leaf, we need to seal it, okay, because as you notice, it does flake off, and we need some protection to it. So what I do, we're going to pour this satin sealer. It's very thick. It's very syrupy. I'll put this here. You can use any brush you want. I like to use a soft fan brush to do this, just because everything's still pretty fragile. So you want to have something very soft to do this. Okay, it's very thick and heavy. And what you want to do, just kind of like softly give it a good coat. Okay. Okay, and you can see a little bit of the reflection, so this is going to tell you what you have covered and what you haven't. Okay, it's going to seal, protect, make the whole leaf more potent, more strong. Boom. Okay, give it almost an old effect to it. Okay, so I'm gonna give it, well, and you'll have a little bit of gold here and there. So again, be careful. Boom. Okay, now it's looking good. Okay. Boom. And once you have everything coated, you should wait at least 2 hours for this protective coat to dry. There you go, it's looking good. Again, Put it fairly thin and make sure you move it a little bit around. Okay. This is very, very sticky. It's going to seal the gold leaf that's very fragile. Now it's going to be really stuck in the canvas. And to clean the brush, which is a little messy as you see, you're going to have to use paint thinner for this. So here's the gold leaf demonstration, and I hope you did enjoy it. Thanks.